It's 1988. Roger Lynn and Akai have made it. The first MPC, the MPC60. That's it right there. It sells for $5,000. That's nuts. It's got 16 voices, 12-bit sampling, 40K stereo, 13.1 seconds, 32 drum sounds, 16 soft pads, 20 songs, 99 sequences, 99 tracks, and 60,000 note capacity. You know for sure, it's a hit. Don Henley right here in Hitmakers, he loves it. He's got the MPC and a couple of samplers. And the Michael Jackson band has got everything. They're going on tour with this sucker for the Bad album. But Akai Electric has 3 problems. 1, they sell a lot of consumer audio devices, but they don't sell this one, the Sony Walkman, and it's kicking their ass. Problem number 2, they have over 90,000 employees, and a recession is going in full swing by next year. They have to reduce the employee count, and they got to watch out for the cost, because inflation is rising, and nobody's going to spend $5,000 on a machine when they need gasoline. Because since the Gulf War, gasoline prices have been rising. It's too damn high. The third problem is Easy Mo B, Pete Rock, Large Professor, Lord Finesse, and Manny Fresh. And this machine, the EMU SP1200. It comes out in 1987. It's under $2,000 for this. It's got just 8 pads. It's got just 10-second sample time. But it's a terror and it's cleaning up. Who the hell's going to spend $5,000 on an MPC60 when you can get an EMU SP1200 for $2,000? And these guys, Pete Rock and Manny Fresh, Easy Mo B, will be on some of the hottest hip-hop productions over the next 5 years. They will always recommend an SP1200 and probably an Akai S950. It's 1991, and Akai's got to make 2 decisions. 1, they need to leave the audio business totally and surrender to Sony. They're killing them. Number 2, Akai Professional has got to make a brand new MPC. There's too much competition. Sony's making samplers. Yamaha's making samplers. Roland's on the attack, and so is Korg. It's time to improve. And as you can see right here, they did improve it. They made it cheaper. This MPC, the MPC60 II, sold for $1,800. And that's about maybe $200 cheaper than the SP1200 at the time. But then the SP came down also as comparisons came up. But the real deal here is that they reduced the cost. You can see they changed the entire machine pretty much. And what you see here actually compared to the old one, no longer is there a handrest. You can see that the monitor itself is now moved and becomes a different monitor. Now the monitor is built into the whole chassis right there. There are also holes in the back of the monitor right there to keep it cool. It makes it easier. And they put in one more thing, you had to put in a headphone set because that's what you need, a headphone set. If you buy an MPC 1 and there's no headphone set, then you got to buy speakers, increasing the cost. Add the headphone set in, you can pump the cables in, you can hear the audio back, and then if you want to get speakers, you can. Now looking here from the back, you can see the mold extends itself over the back case. A little bit better, I like that. Also, you can see there are holes in there in the back of the monitor. This is easy to repair and much more easier to update. So here I am, we're on the MPC Stuff website, and I want to go to the search right here. I'm going to put an MPC60 II. I want to do the upgrade. And I got that in there. Next I want to do here is just press return and see if we can find this RAM upgrade. Now here it is right here. This is Akai MPC60 RAM upgrade. I click on that right there, and it comes up right here. There it is. So the cost here is $195 at the time of my recording of this video, and that seems a little expensive for me. I would prefer to be close to 150, but I am cheap and I don't want to spend much money. So let's say thrifty. Anyway, you come down to here, you'll see that it's what it is. You get 750 kilobytes of memory upgrade, which jumps your memory to 26 seconds, 0.2 for sample time, which is pretty good. It works for both MPC60 and the MPC60 II. Now, replacing is pretty easy. You got to get rid of those side screws, some of the back screws. And once you open up, you get your update. And you want to go in here and you're pulling everything back. It's the perfect way to do it. You pull back the ribbons. Make sure you're careful with them and you insert them in those little slots right there. And you see those 4 slots. You just replace them right in there, those 4 right there. Now, they're in there. Make sure they're in there solid, of course. But the instructions can be gotten from MPCstuff.com. Once you're done installing, check the memory. Now, here's some albums that you'll hear in MPC60 on. Gangstar, No More Mr. Nice Guy, produced by DJ Premier. Hard to Earn, produced by DJ Premier. His beats. Another one is Daily Operation, DJ Premier with the MPC60 II. And this is a great album here. Nas, Illmatic. Of course, he's got about 3 tracks on here. And here we have Step Into the Arena with Gangstar. 1991 ended up being a hard year for Akai Professional. They had to fix the problem, which was they charged too much money for the MPC60 and had to make the MPC60 II to get in the marketplace. They just realized it should have been in the marketplace because hip-hop was getting big. It was just growing then. It got huge after that. In the year of 1991, 5 of the top albums that sold in America were all hip-hop records. When they broke out in '88, there were none. So they missed that market totally, and they had to get back on the wheel. Now, Roger Lynn didn't like having to make a brand new MPC. He thought the first one was fine. But he didn't realize they could have had more sales. He didn't realize hip-hop was going to become huge, massive in the marketplace. But he woke up to the idea after that. But Akai knew one thing. They had to get rid of him because they had to pay him royalties. They wanted to make more MPCs and see if they can up the ante, which we'll see in our next video when Akai introduces the MPC 3000. It will be the last time that Roger Lynn works with Akai on an MPC. It will end their relationship, and Akai will move on to a new era.